Hello guys, what is up and welcome to yet another episode of Ghost of Tsushima. In today's episode we're going to be, we're going to be playing through the Iron Hook, which is one of the story missions in the game. And I'm going to say a lot of this episode, it's pretty skippable. This is probably, like, out of all the episodes I've done so far, this one is actually, like, skippable. And, you know, I understand if you want to skip it because it's a little longer than some of the other episodes. But it does showcase some of the combat really well. I'd say like half of the episode is just following NPCs around, waiting for your mission to start. And then the other half is actual combat. And, yeah. We all know the combat system in this game is really good. So if you want to stick around for that stuff, feel free to. I've always said the combat in this game reminds me of like Assassin's Creed combat, which the only two Assassin's Creed games I've played is Odyssey and Origins. I have the Ezio collection ready to play, however, don't really know when I'm actually going to get into that. It's just like anytime I want to play it, I can. And, you know, I'm willing to play it 100%. I was kind of hoping I could play through Valhalla eventually. However, like I was hearing it's a lot like Odyssey. And Odyssey I didn't like whatsoever. Like, I hated Odyssey. In fact, I dropped it like midway through the game because it started becoming like the whole game was just grinding and that's all it was, really. And, you know, I'm not up for that. Like, I'd rather just play the story and get through with it. And then, plus the combat was pretty off. The actual, like, what would you call it? Like, the, parkour, I guess you could call it. The actual parkour in itself was terrible. Just like the Assassin's Creed franchise is known for the excellent like world travel, the parkour, and that's what they gave us in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Alright, I'm gonna shut up during the cutscene though. But yeah, I think Ghost of Tsushima absolutely, like, it took the two most recent Assassin's Creed games and just took a giant crap on them. It absolutely, like, they did the Assassin's Creed formula better than Assassin's Creed ever has. And, you know, like, I'm looking forward to playing like some of the entries that are more so like talked about and praised, like Black Flag, Assassin's Creed 2 and 3. Those ones I'm actually looking forward to, you know. And like every game on there, like every Assassin's Creed game, you can get on PlayStation Plus for free, and I'm pretty sure they're like actual, like what PlayStation Plus extra, so you can actually like keep it once you have it in your library, which is pretty neat. Which also, of course, means I might look back into Assassin's Creed Odyssey later on, like after I finish every other entry in the series. Only reason I'm putting off like buying Valhalla over some other games that I want is because I know Valhalla is so absolute dog shit that they're probably gonna put it on PlayStation Plus eventually. And by eventually, I'm saying like probably within the next year, even. A lot of leaks are saying that it's gonna be in the May games. So I don't know. I think the leaks are saying we're getting SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I forget what the last one was. It was like Might be Destiny. I was thinking. I don't know. And if that's the case, it's gonna be like it's gonna be the best round of games we got in a while. And then I don't know what the premium games were that we're getting, but I'm looking forward to it. I highly doubt those leaks are real though, because the Battle for Bikini Bottom, they just took that off in like January, so yeah. But May they are taking off the PS Plus catalog collection, which is kind of a shame. However, you can add all those games to your library and you can keep them like for good. I think it was like the whole reason they made it was for like PS5 in itself was like in high demand. So anyone that actually owned a PS5, they had free immediate free access to all of the like the PS Plus catalog collection, which was like The Last of Us Remastered, Batman Arkham Knight, Call of Duty COD 3, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies Edition. I think there was like Battlefield 1 and 5 in it. Which Battlefield I'm looking forward to playing. I tested it out once in the beginning half with like the plane and all that. Not really my thing, I'm not gonna lie. But I like how the game is like split up into chapters. I think that's a really interesting way of portraying it. And I like that beginning cutscene. Like it's this was the war to end all wars. It ended nothing. That was so cool, bro. That was so cool. It ended nothing. That was so freaking cool, bro. But yeah, it's like I said, as you can see, we're pretty much like we're just following NPCs. Like the first half of this episode, I'm not even gonna lie. It gives me more and more commentary I have to come up with, you know? Sucks. I think you guys are gonna like the upcoming episodes after this. Every episode after this, everything, it's all interesting after this. Everything gets interesting after this. It's all like, the story after this is where it's at its peak. Because I know, like, these first, like, 10 episodes or so, some of them I was just, like, playing through side missions and stuff. I went through and got rid of every episode that was just me playing through side missions. I got rid of every episode that was just a side mission, because it's going to take up more time. I'm going to shut up during the cutscene. But yeah, I got rid of every episode that was just a side mission, because it takes them more time. A lot of them were like way too long. I'm sure no one would actually want to sit here and watch all of it. So I'm only uploading the story episodes from this point onward, you know. Man, don't you ever like think for a second and realize like, why do they put down dogs that like if a dog goes after a child, because it was like it wasn't on a leash or something, And they put that dog down because they're required to by law. But how come if a child molester goes after a child, how come they don't put that thing down? That's more of an animal than a dog is. A dog is passionate. A dog understands human emotion. A child molester doesn't give a shit. So why don't they put a child molester down over putting a dog down? It really doesn't make sense to me. Like, in genuinity, whatever the word is, genuinely, why would you not put a child molester down over putting a dog down? It doesn't make sense. And that's why the U.S., just law enforcement is flawed. If we need to bring back that old stretching device, then so be it, yo. Because, some people these days, they need to be on that damn stretching device. Death ain't good enough for these people. And I full-heartedly believe that. You need to be tortured before you die to go out there and molest a child. Death is too good for some of these people. I'm not even gonna lie. Death is being too kind to some of these guys. Being way too kind. And again, I mean that full-heartedly. How can you go out there and take the life out of a dog and then leave a child molester to sit on death row for 20 years and then eventually take away the sentence and turn it into life in prison or something? No. Life in prison, it's being too kind to someone like that. Life in prison is too kind to anyone who wants to molest a child just because they were horny. A dog can be trained. A human, you're trained from the beginning. You should know better. And if you don't, then it should automatically be signs of a mental illness. Which means you need to be... I'm not saying torture people with mental illnesses. That's not at all what I'm saying. Don't take that out of context. I'm saying, you need to get help. But if you're gonna actually let the intrusive thoughts win and molest a child because you were fucking horny, nah, man. You deserve way worse than death. And I think most people can agree with me on that. You know? I think a lot of people can agree with me on that. A lot of sane people. A lot of normal people. Maybe if you're a Democrat, you won't agree. But, it is what it is. Because you notice, Republican and American both end in I can. Democrat, it ends in rat. Oh yeah. Because I mean, if we're being honest here, most of the time, the people going out here and doing this stuff, it's all Democrats. If we're being honest here. And you guys probably saw that cut there. That's only because, that... Right after that cut, right after that little platforming section, was this area right here. So you guys aren't really missing anything, per se. There's no way they didn't see that, man. I'm not even gonna lie, there's no way they didn't see that. Of course, I appreciate that they didn't, but, like, there's not really a way that they didn't see that, man. Even the assassinations in this game are better than Assassin's Creed. Like, y'all see this, bro? Of course, your strategy, you'll always want to take out the archers first. Just like an Assassin's Creed game. Spearmen are always the hardest, just like an Assassin's Creed game. I do end up learning the wind stance at the end of this episode, which kind of makes the rest of the game, like, extremely easy. Ho ho ho! Homie tried to kill me. You're not my dog. Dog. Watch who you're talking to. And I'm not your bruh. Alright then. All we gotta do is light this thing on fire. Seems easy enough. And there we go. That's it. That's all it took. No enemies around here. That's pretty neat. No enemies. At all. Anywhere. Jesus Christ. Of course, the strategy now, just assassinate every archer you see. Because it makes it all easier. And there we go. Climb up these rocks real quick. Now this is going to be the point where most of this episode is just going to be me running away from all the enemies and crap. Because that's just how I did the combat, because I kind of sucked at it this early on in the game. I did eventually pick up on it, like, in the later episodes. Probably like Act 2 of the game, I like actually picked up on it. And that's because I started learning how to use like the wind stances and all, and like the water stances and all that. So you're gonna notice it's like it becomes a lot easier to me personally. I think the beginning half of the game is way harder than the second half of that game. Anyways, what Let's Plays are y'all looking most forward to? Go ahead and comment and let me know. Just, you know, what Let's Plays are y'all looking forward to? I got lots of them coming. Everything from, like, licensed games, like Lego Marvel, Arkham Knight, Spider-Man PS4. I know I started that a while back and then never uploaded an episode again. But we are going to finish Spider-Man PS4. Do not fret, do not frown. Of course, you can see, though, this is still Act 1 of Ghost of Tsushima. You're going to notice, it gets a lot, like, it's like I said, like, some of the earlier episodes were just me playing through side missions. As I keep going, I'm going to play through, mostly just story missions. No episodes from here on out, none of it is going to be side missions. That much I can promise. I love being an archer. Hey, that guy's all bloody and cool. Hold to open. Was this the bear? Yeah, this was the bear. How did I even kill this bear? Did I really just kill it with arrows the whole time? Yeah, I did. Because all it took was 2 arrows and that guy's down. That's crazy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh, run. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Anytime. No! Don't kill me! Please! Man, they ain't never gonna find me in the grass. Never. I'm sure they won't even look here. Wonderful, we found 2 of these straw hats. Just need to find 4 more. Seems easy enough, seems easy enough. See, me personally, I wouldn't take that imprisonment. Like, I wouldn't just sit there and let that happen, you know? Me personally. I would actually do something about it, you know? One thing I like about this game, though, is that the NPCs actually do, like, chime in and help you every once in a while. Alright, that's all it took for you. You were pretty easy. Just assassinate you. That's one less spearman to worry about. I'm not even gonna lie, the spearmen in this game were so annoying, bro. See, I even had that mindset where, like, if I could take out the spearmen first, then I'm good. That's the mindset I was in at that point. Just take the freaking spearmen out first. It was like the only thing I could do. Just run, yeah. Oh, that's the best strategy in this game. If you all just want to run when someone notices you, just run. Hey! Now that was cold AF. But of course, I'm just gonna run. Like I'm just gonna keep running. That's the strategy in any game like this, man. Like if you're playing Assassin's Creed, it don't matter. Your strategy is just run when they notice you. That's always the strategy, man. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that's always the strategy. You just run when an enemy notices you. I've been thinking, should I waste my money on Dark Souls Remastered? I don't know, like, I've heard so many good things about the Dark Souls franchise, but I tried out Bloodborne and I didn't really like it. But, like, regardless, it's all I hear about is Soulsborne. It's just, like, the whole franchise is just amazing. But I don't see it, like it looks like the combat is interesting. It's an interesting way of, like, presenting a story game, but it's not my thing, you know. I'm more into games like Ghost of Tsushima, where it kind of feels like you're, like, playing through a movie. Because like, anytime you're watching, like, a good movie, that's what you're thinking is, man, I wish I were in that, and, like, man, I wish I could live through that. Man, he's literally me, especially when you're watching the American Psycho with Patrick Bateman in it. Man, he's literally me. He's literally me. That's what you're thinking, right? You're thinking he's literally me. Like, you want to be there. You want to be him. Because he's just so freaking cool, bro. That's what you want to be. You want to be like Patrick Bateman. And, you know, like, playing through games like this, it makes it so much better. Because it's like you're playing through a movie, you know? Which makes it feel like you're there. And that's all I ever asked for, man. That's all I ever been asking for. Was to play a movie. Of course, if a straw hat falls, you gotta help him out, because they've been helping you out this whole time. Why not? Man, I've been on this little combat section for a while. Ain't gonna lie, man. I do kind of suck at this game, I'm not gonna lie. In the early half. Like I said, I got better at it. Believe it or not, I got better at it later on. Man, that was a close one right there with the straw hat guy. It was a real close one. But anything's possible with the Lord. Pretty sure this is the last guy, actually. It's just gonna come up leader killed, right? I think it's gonna come up like leader killed or something as soon as I take this guy out, and then it should be like the last guy. Yeah, because his armor is like so strong, the arrow's not gonna really do nothing. But yeah, I got the wind stance. That's gonna help me out with like some of the guys using spears, which those are the guys I was really struggling with early on in the game. Of course, like I said, when I actually got good at the combat system, it wasn't nearly as hard. Like, it was honestly easy, if anything. Not even gonna lie. Like, for real. I like the upgrade system in this. It never feels like you're like what's the right word? It never feels like you're behind in like strength compared to the enemies. Like it always feels like an even matchup, no matter what. Yeah, now we got 2 Straw Hats left to rescue. 2, that's it. That's it, 2. And that should be about it. Hey, there we go. Oh wait, never mind. I was wrong. We had 4 left, but guess what? The last 4 were in the same place, so we're gonna count it. We're gonna count it. Now is all we gotta do is leave, and we're gonna have one final fight, but it's gonna be pretty easy because we got 6 NPCs to help us out. Alright, Raizo, we're ready for you. Time to open the gates. Bro, Jin Sakai is so cool, bro. Alright, yo, sorry about that interruption there. You guys probably noticed a little cut there because I got the hell out of this video now because no one in my house knows how to shut up. But yeah, we're gonna get through it. We're gonna voice this over. Yeah. I don't know how that guy didn't see me, bro. I got I got lucky and I glitched it out or something there. That's the risks of making a big high budget game like this, is that you got all these risks of it glitching out. But that's why it's like great too, because the developers actually like paid that much attention to the game to the point where it's like pretty much perfect in most aspects. And then, you know, there's only a few glitches like that that actually get in the way and they actually help you with the combat. It's crazy. Of course, I just got the wind stance, and that's all I got to do is switch to it, and it's going to be way easier. Yeah, nah, homie, you ain't gonna get me today. Not today. And since we are coming up on the end of the episode here, I am just gonna take this last like couple minutes to start the outro. So that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know I got to showcase a lot of the combat aspects of the game today. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to more combat-based content. And yep. If you did enjoy, maybe leave a like, and if you really liked it, then maybe subscribe. And if you want to see more content, obviously you're gonna hit that notification bell, right? And if you didn't like the video, maybe dislike it. It's gonna help me out either way, because you know you didn't like the video, but you're still good. You're still a good person, right? You know, you're still gonna help me out just because you're a good man, or a good woman, or a good Democrat, or a good Republican, or whatever. And yeah, as soon as this cutscene here is over, I'm gonna go ahead and end it off, and I'm gonna shut up doing it.
一体どういうことだ。さっぱり意味がわからねえ。どうした。 猛虎はうまい飯をくれたってよ。それだけじゃねえ。拷問もなしだ。そりゃ歌も許すはずだぜ。
無事であったことを喜べ。
だがどうしてあいつらに飯を食わせる？
見返りを求めたならし
助かったよ。あいつらは。
A little bit of foreshadowing right there. They're feeding Raizo's men because they want Raizo to join up with them. Because they know Raizo's our rival. He's the only guy that's going to be able to take us down, man. And that's going to come into play later. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy. That's going to be it for today's episode. Bye.